আলাইকুম। আমি কাজী মশরুল হুদা, লিটল বাংলাদেশ, হলিউড, ক্যালিফোর্নিয়া থেকে সবাইকে প্রীতি ও শুভেচ্ছা জানিয়ে শুরু করছি ফ্র্যাঙ্কলি স্পিকিং উইথ হুদা। আমরা শুরু করছি ফ্র্যাঙ্কলি স্পিকিং উইথ হুদা। আমাদের আজকের গেস্ট লেফটেন্যান্ট জেনারেল জিয়া ইসলাম। উনি বাফলা বাংলাদেশ ইউনিটি ফেডারেশন অফ লস অ্যাঞ্জেলেসের পাস্ট ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট এবং জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি। আমাদের বিষয় বাংলাদেশি আমেরিকান প্রেসিডেন্সিয়াল নির্বাচন নিয়ে কি ভাবছেন। আসন্ন ৩রা নভেম্বর নির্বাচন হবে প্রেসিডেন্সিয়াল। এই বিষয়ে আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আপনি এই নির্বাচনে কাকে ভোট দেবেন মনে করছেন?
থ্যাংক ইউ হুদা ভাই। ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আর স্মল কারেকশন, আমি লেফটেন্যান্ট জেনারেল না, লেফটেন্যান্ট ছিলাম। লেফটেন্যান্ট হিসেবে রিটায়ার করেছি। এনিওয়ে, অসুবিধা নেই, এটা কোনো। সো আই এম ভোটিং ফর বাইডেন হ্যারিস ticket, of course, straight Democratic ticket. And you can ask me like why, and I'll give you like I can
why?
go on.
Why?
Well, just think of the Democratic brand.
Okay.
When you think of Democratic brand, what do you think about? Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, then Financial Protection Bureau, ADA. Although it was signed by George Bush Senior, but it was a Democratic Congress. Then Affordable Care Act,
Okay.
all the things that you value, that comes to your use,
Yeah.
was enacted by Democrats. Okay. Now think of Republicans. Anything that you think bad, pandemic, mortgage crisis, Great Depression, the Great Recession,
Why you say pandemic?
9/11.
Why you say pandemic?
Iraq.
It's not a Republican's fault.
And let me explain the thing. But what I'm saying is that everything bad is connected to Republicans. Anything. You think of anything.
Explain in one, just like a pandemic.
Okay. When it comes to the pandemic, the rest of the world, except US, everywhere else, they are having a mask mandate. And we have a president who is thumbing his nose to wear masks and actively asking people not to wear masks. Not only that, he is asking the athletes in the college to come back to play and telling them, oh, it's not going to have any effect on you. The effect of Spanish flu of 1918
Yes.
was so severe that the effect showed up 20, 30 years even after people have been cured of Spanish flu. We don't know this pandemic. We don't know what COVID-19 effect it will have on people 20, 30 years from now, on young people. And then he says that, the kids don't spread COVID-19. Are you kidding me? The kids are a germ depot when they go to school. We all get flu from the kids if they go to school.
Okay. Why can't you see this way? A lot of people think that 4 years he did a lot of good work, unemployment, economic high, all these things. So, and give him a chance another 4 years, and America be great.
Okay, excellent. So there you go. You just answered your own question. Unemployment rate. The unemployment rate today is the highest in nation's history since Great Depression. The economy has shrank by 1/3. 1/3 of the economy is gone. So it's a 15 trillion economy. 3 trillion is totally gone.
But that's for pandemic.
Whatever, you own it. See, Pottery Barn rule.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be president, don't be president. But if you are president, you own it. You cannot say that you don't own
So
it.
you should handle it.
Absolutely. If you want to become a president, you have to handle it. And time again, he has said he's not responsible. Does he feel responsible? He doesn't have any empathy. He's a sociopath. He does, the people who think that this person is doing all these things, creating a wall and taking the migrants out of the country, illegal immigrants out of the country. If they think they're doing it for them, you're mistaken. This person is a sociopath. He has no empathy for you, and he is doing it only for himself and for his family.
Okay, so if he's only for himself, the people saying that economically, or okay, did you see this two conventions, like
Yes.
Republican
Of
and
course.
Democrat? So he said the last time that Sleepy Joe cannot handle this. He's a puppet, and if he comes, দুর্ভিক্ষ দেখা দিতে পারে। সে প্রেডিক্ট করছে যে দুর্ভিক্ষ আসবে
Sure.
এবং আমাদের যে ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট কামালা হ্যারিস তার সাথে তার মেয়ের সাথে তুলনা করেছে যে তার ডটার ইজ বেটার দ্যান she is. So what do you think all these things?
See, those are the thing. See, a sociopath will always tell you exactly what he's afraid of. Okay? Number one, okay? Biden has proven
Yeah.
that he's a proven leader. Think of 2008 mortgage crisis. They have taken care of the mortgage crisis. The Great Recession was handled by Obama, and we have seen the best job records in nation's history, which has never been surpassed by anyone, not even Trump. Okay,
But he said that 47 years Joe was in the
Okay,
power.
that's-
He didn't do nothing.
See, that's the thing. After 47, he didn't become like, out of the 47 years, studying only 8 years, he was a vice president.
Yeah.
Where he could command, he was in the executive branch for 8 years. You have to judge him for the 8 years he
Yeah.
has been vice president. And during the 8 years of vice presidency, what did he do? He tackled the Great Recession, and we had the biggest, largest job growth in nation history, and we have no one has ever surpassed it, not even Trump. And whatever Trump benefited in the beginning of his term was due to Obama economy.
But he didn't
not for
say
him.
that. He didn't
Not
say
for
that.
him, exactly. Number two, pandemic. Remember Ebola in 2011?
Yeah.
What happened in Ebola? Obama tackled it. How many deaths were there? 2. You know why?
Why?
Because he not only did safeguard us. The nature of a pandemic is what? What are we seeing? If one country is affected, the rest of the world is affected. When it comes to economy, if America sneezes, the whole world has a cold. But when it comes to pandemic, every nook and cranny, every nail, every hair, oh, sorry, you don't have any hair. I have a lot. Every nook, every hair, every fingernail, every toenail is important. If it gets into any part of your body, you'll be affected. Much like, the zombie disease. So what did Obama do? He coordinated with the WHO, rest of the world, and they contained it within that small area. The whole world jumped in. That's what great leadership means. That's how great leadership should work. Okay? FDR, he brought in the rest of the world to fight against the Nazis. And lo and behold, we are in the same situation today. If you don't vote, you are going to die. Maybe due to pandemic, or because of famine, because this person, because of him, the social
You
unrest.
calling him a Nazi? I mean, activist?
Well, his activities say so. In Charlottesville, what did he do? He said that the Nazi side and the people
So
protesting.
he using religious matter?
I don't know whether Nazism is at all related to religion. It doesn't have anything to do with religion. Let me give you an example. In Hitler's Germany, you know what they did? They took out all the Catholic bishops selected by the Vatican, and they put in their own puppet to give their own dictum, much like what Putin is doing today. he has come up with a military cantonment of Orthodox Christianity from Russian army.
President Trump also mentioned that globalist controlling Democrat, and if he wins, he will be puppet for them. And they are the one making double standard for America in the whole world.
Okay, so that is nothing but our half-educated mind, how a half-educated mind works. You know, when you cannot, if we are not educated enough, what do you see? You see fog, and you see mystery, and you see conspiracy. If you are educated enough, you read enough, you know, and you got to get to the bottom of the
You can see the clear.
Exactly, you have the clarity. When you're half-educated, you can read, you can write, and we all know that he cheated on his SAT exam. Someone sat for his SAT exam to get into Penn State.
What do you think his possibility this time?
Well, all the models that I have seen, his possibility is not there, of course. But again, we have to fight for every vote, because in the 4 battleground states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio, and Wisconsin, the voting difference was 70.
Swing.
All 4 states combined,
Yeah.
he won by 77,000 votes. You know what that translates to? 1 vote, 1 more vote per precinct per state. That's it. 1 vote
Yeah.
per precinct per state. That's how bad
But
it
you
is.
see that he said that more in this country, the black peoples gets help by Trump more than Obama, and Spanish people also see him as in Israel, the Palestinian capital. They make that Jerusalem, right? When he did that, they think that he's our savior.
Well, here's the thing.
So Spanish people gonna give him a vote.
Absolutely. I mean, we have to. There you go. Again, half-educated mind will always come up with things that are mysterious, and they'll fall onto religion. In case of making Jerusalem the capital of Israel, is for an evangelic cause. And what is that evangelic cause? The evangelic cause is to bring in, Jesus back on earth,
Yeah.
so that the whole world will be burning, and he will pick up the 1,000 disciples of his. So what he is doing translates to destruction of the world and saving only 1,000 people. If we are not within the 1,000 people, ask them, as the Hispanic person, are you one of the fortunate 1,000 out of that?
But they
Jesus
don't
will
understand that immigration problem.
take? That's what I'm telling you, that we need to talk. Okay, that's number one. When it comes to Hispanics again, he has called them rapists, murderers, drug dealers. He has no empathy for them. Okay, however religious you are a murderer, rapist, and a drug dealer. If you go to church every week and you have Mary and Jesus on your lap and on your shoulder and on your neck, you are still a rapist and a murderer and a drug dealer.
I have 2 more questions. One is election কে সামনে রেখে Black Lives Matter কি ইস্যু হিসাবে কাজ করছে?
Well, just give you an example. Let's just this Kenosha incident, okay? What's his name? Clark. He was confronted by 4 police officers.
Okay.
Okay, he was unarmed. The 4 police officers could not get a hold of him, could not contain him, and had to shoot him 7 times
Yes.
from the back when he was not resisting from the back. Just in contrast, look at the 17-year-old kid who killed 2 people and injured 1. Okay, by the way, the 2 people killed were white. That dude, he came from Illinois.
Okay.
3 hours drive. He came all the way to Wisconsin to shoot people. When he came over here, he and his other Boogaloo supporters, they are anarchists. They are right-wing extremists. They were coordinating with the police and federal and state troopers and around that area, in that area where the protest was taking place. It is seen in the video. I'm not making things up.
So you're talking about the racial issue.
Absolutely.
So then, if he when he's in power, you think that racism rises up?
Well, the reason why the racism has come up is that, again, as a sociopath, he doesn't have any empathy. And the same kind of things happened during Obama.
You remember, he's a businessman.
Oh my God. Just last week, the Trump Plaza in Toronto closed down. Just last week.
Yeah.
That's how good of a businessman he is. So I'm not going to, he has declared bankruptcy 5 times. Businessman, I mean, how can a casino go bankrupt? Tell me about it.
After his speech, a lot of people said that he talks a lie all the time, and he tells the lie to the people. But people cheers. He says that if you give a vote, 10 million people will be get a job. This, that. Just stand. Is saying all these things. People cheers. So they believe in him.
Well, that's the thing. In Bangladesh, we have seen those kind of campaign slogans, and that's the kind of rhetoric we have seen. We should not be fooled because we have seen those.
Yes.
I mean, when you go in, like during the campaign season in Bangladesh, you see the miking that happens. People don't go and there is no TV advertisement in Bangladesh. There is nothing. There is only miking and local pandals that you go to, or then central pandals or central gathering of the parties where you have things where you have the party leaders come and give their deliberation. Over here is through the media, So that's what I'm saying, that there's so much of scope.
Yes.
When you are doing it from face to face, vis-a-vis on a digital platform. Nobody is objecting to what he's saying.
Yeah.
But when you do it in front, in a small pandal of people in Bangladesh, people will make you accountable.
Yeah.
They're not making him accountable here. That's number one. Number two is that in the 1 hour and 25 minutes or so that he spoke, there were 125 lies. And I'm not the one who judged it. It's Media Matters, and you can go and look it up.
He tells all the time media is a fake media. Anyway, so last question is election with the voting ballot by mail, and there is some rumors. So what do you know about it?
So what I'll suggest everyone, go and vote early. I think early voting in California starts on September 8th. So you go and vote early. You will start getting your mail-in ballots. Get the mail-in ballot and put it in Dropbox. Dropboxes get delivered directly to the to the election center, not through the USPS. So go and drop it in a mail.
Where they
Dropbox.
can find the Dropbox?
Well, the vote.org or lavote.org will have the links to all the Dropboxes.
So why are you saying give an early vote? Why?
Because we don't want a 7-hour wait for anyone. We want to make sure.
You know that he ordered take it out the sorting machine.
Oh, absolutely.
That 21 million people sorting
Right.
mail sort,
Right.
and also that mailbox.
Right.
They take it out.
Right.
So why they take it out? Why?
That we don't see all these conspiracies, all these shenanigans.
But it could be damage for him too.
Absolutely. I mean, the surprising fact is that almost 65% of all Republican ballots come through mail. because most of the senior citizens,
So you're saying that now mail is delayed?
of course, I mean, just look at your credit card bill. If you are getting the credit card bill, I mean, nobody gets credit card bill by mail, but look at your credit card bill or any bill that you get. Look at the date when it was sent and look at the date when you received it. There will be at least 2 to 3 weeks wait. I'm not joking. Just check it out yourself.
So then you telling voters to go early vote
Yes,
and vote will be counted.
absolutely. Your vote. I mean, in this nation's history, except in 2000, where the vote counting was stopped because of hanging Chad, if you remember those,
Yeah.
hanging Chad and all those things. Apart from that, nowhere, never in this nation's history was there a situation when voting was stopped. And I can assure you that your vote will be counted till the last vote is counted. We will make
And you're
sure
saying
that
this election is very important to be accounted.
absolutely.
And thank you for
Sure.
your opinion. This is your opinion.
Yes, I'm opinion. I do not affiliate myself with the Biden campaign or with Buffalo in any shape or form. This is me, Zia, and
As
you
a
can
Bangladeshi American, and you suggesting
yes,
your
absolutely.
opinion.
Because if you don't do that, I mean, here is another example that I would say, like, look at your immigration matters. Those people who have gotten political asylum. There was a recent event
Yes.
where the political asylum of one person was being looked at by the Attorney General. Now, he has already gotten political asylum, he has already gotten citizenship, but maybe on false pretense or something. We don't know. But the political asylum was approved and he got his citizenship. And now, because now his citizenship is in question, he will be deported back to Bangladesh. So just extrapolate to all the political asylees in this country. If that becomes the norm, every political asylum will be scrutinized and you will be sent back to Bangladesh if Trump is re-elected. Take my word for it. You will be deported if you're a political asylee and if he's re-elected.
I say, is that true that he might make a law like a second class citizenship?
I do not think in our nation's constitution that is permitted. So those kind of things will not work. But what will work, what he will do, is within what I just told you. He will make all the immigrants, those who have done political asylum from South America, from Bangladesh, from India, from Pakistan, he will make you leave this country.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Thank you
Take it
very much
for
for
granted.
your coming and appreciate